Well, folks, gamers are pissed. It's just another day, but we do have good news about Modern Warfare 2. We're hearing about God of War, and you might want to clench your butt cheeks because let me tell you, man, we have some wild stories at our hands today, okay? Shout out to every single one of you for all the likes on the last video. But coming in at our number 9 spot, I mean, damn, son. EA denied Battlefield 2042 skeleton crew reports, and those of you that are not familiar, they basically pieced out. And I remember making like a couple of videos like a couple of months ago saying that EA sadly quit, we were wrong, and this and that, because we were really wrong, okay? And they sadly did quit, but apparently some homies were holding out hopes. Homies were like, I might be shaking when a new map comes out. And apparently the situation here is that Grub Snacks, or Jeff Grubb, he's running a Grub Snack showcase. This is his podcast, and during the podcast he says that a skeleton crew is working to pump that stuff out. He's talking about like the content that we're gonna be getting in the future, and apparently he says that set your expectations very low for this content. They're just gonna get it out fast and dirty, which means that obviously if you have bought like the premium edition or whatever they titled that as, you know, that most expensive version of Battlefield 2042 that came out, said that if you buy this one, you're gonna be getting all the content in the world free of charge. It's free if you pay money. Gotcha right there. And apparently the situation here is that Jeff Grubb says they're gonna be doing their bare minimum, which it kind of makes sense because at the end of the day, like, think about it, we got what, like one map, two weapons here, 2 vehicles, 1 specialist after like 8-9 months. I mean, damn, bro. But however, EA quickly reached out to Grubb with a statement denying that this is the case, saying there's a significant team across studios focused on evolving and improving the Battlefield 2042 experience for our players, and at the heart of that is team at DICE. And listen, man, I've been following the story closer than most stay-at-home moms, and let me tell you, it is cappity cap, okay? And listen, man, even if it's not cap, EA is just not helping out their situation. They came out with Anthem, quickly abandoned that, and Battlefield 2042 looks like that it is kind of abandoned, okay? But coming in at our number 8 spot, you might want to sit down for this story because a lot of gamers are pissed, okay? Because people are throwing flashbangs around the streets. I've read a lot of your comments out there. I've read the Twitter experts comments out there. The detectives are going in gang style, but there's surely people that are looking like this. They're really happy with the situation, and I'm talking about The Last of Us Part 1. And yesterday when this trailer came out, I did make a reaction video onto this one, and some people were saying that, yo, SKizzle, how dare you call it a remake? It's not a remake. Listen, man, I'm just the messenger, okay? Because they are the ones calling it a remake. I fully understand. You're just a stud muffin. I totally get it, okay? Even to me, it sounds like a remaster, but they're the ones saying that The Last of Us Part 1 is a complete remake of Naughty Dog's original game. Hits PS5 September the 2nd. And we ended up getting this trailer. The homie's like, yo, $70 for a remake? Seriously? $70 for a ratio? Ooh, listen, man, this might not be very stud muffin of me, and I fully admit that, okay? Might not be very stud muffin of me, but $70 is $70, okay? I mean, damn, bro, we're talking about a decade-old game. Now, if it was really a remake where we had like a reboot, a new storyline, where we didn't see Joel being sent to like Last of Us Heaven, if you saw maybe Abby the Brock Lesnar DLC, maybe something along those lines, then maybe like $60, $70 would be all right. But I mean, damn, man, we already have a remaster of this game and they're coming out with it once again. But some people are really happy with it, so it's like different strokes for different folks. I don't know, man. But the gamer being pissed saga continues, guys, and not for like a bad reason, because we're talking about Diablo Immortal. The game is sitting at 0.3. I mean, damn, okay, damn. I think that's the peak of video games out there, modern video games, guys. And you can see the Twitter experts gave it a 62, and our innocent gamers actually gave it a 0.3. I mean, damn, man, how much more can gamers suffer? Now, the homie over at Yongia Corporations, he made like billions and billions of videos trying to decrypt the entire situation, and he actually did. And Yongia stocks are absolutely huge. I'm a massive investor, man, and this situation is just 10 times wilder than Johnny Sins movies. My guy, we're talking about GTA, the trilogy, the defective edition. Even the defective edition is sitting at 0.6. My guy, I thought that was the peak, okay? I thought that this is where the gamers united, everybody came together as one and be like, okay, you know what, let me drop that rating. And people did, people spoke, okay? But my guy, people spoke again, okay? 0.3. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Apparently, those of you that do not know the situation, this game will require you 10 years to complete the game, and even then it's not confirmed if you're gonna be able to complete the game.
To create expansive worlds with new gameplay experiences that are more immersive.
So you might be like, well, SKizzle, what's the problem? I like games that require 10 years to grind. My guy, it's filler content, and they also offer an option like you can actually skip the grind and pay $110,000.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Best case scenario, I'm not capping. Like, we have scientists, we have over astronauts that calculated the entire situation. If you want to complete the game within like milliseconds out there, pay that price, buy the microtransactions, and boom, you completed that game. My God, there are some words that I really cannot say in English, so therefore I'm gonna be switching up the language. भाईजान मेरी यहाँ गांड जल गई बैठे बैठे, मेरी गांड जल गई। ये पैंचो मादरचोद के बच्चे सारे मिलके हमको पागल बना रहे हैं, चूतिया साले। Listen man, just 2 weeks ago we were talking like, hey, maybe you need to have like 3-4 jobs in order to afford gaming as a hobby, but nowadays, my guy, even if you sell a kidney or two, like I don't think you can afford this. My guy, this is modern day gaming, and if any of you buy that microtransactions, I'm doing absolutely nothing, but I hope that your mama get that belt ready, okay? I really hope your mama get that belt ready. But on to some really good news. Apparently the homie Jason Schreier came out and says that despite widespread rumors, Sony's God of War Ragnarok was not delayed to 2023, because previously we had a leak that said that it's gonna get pushed to Q4 of this year, and then there was another leak came out that said that it got delayed to 2023. Homies were looking like this, homies were not shaking, but apparently Jason Schreier says that according to people familiar with the project, video game development is turbulent and the game could very well slip again. So he's saying that for now it's set for Q4 November to be specific, and he says that 2 people are saying that there is a planned state of play that will most likely happen this month, meaning that we're gonna be seeing gameplay this month. But apparently the situation here is that he's saying that do not let your dogs out, because the release date can slip again, meaning that it can very well get delayed to 2023. Just 4 months. And I totally understand, you're just a stun muffin, right? Like, you might be confused, you might be scratching your head, you might be scratching your ball sack out there, because even the homie Charlie was like, I hope so. Yesterday everyone said the game was delayed, but today everyone says it's coming out this year. I do not know what to believe. RIP Xbox 2022, PlayStation will destroy Xbox with God of War this year, and next year Spiderman 2. We even got Hideo Kojima reaction happening around the streets. A special like button for Hideo Kojima reaction. And some of the homies are believing that it's gonna be coming out on November the 11th, November the 18th. It is really up in the air. All I gotta say here is that do not let your dogs out, buckos. But apparently, I mean, damn, shout out to the homie Ellie for adding me in the situation. Apparently Tom Henderson says that there's a new Bladerunner game in development, and it is scheduled to release in 2025. And I really feel like that this is probably gonna be like the Cyberpunk 2 game or Cyberpunk-like game. I'm not saying that in a bad way, I'm just saying that the setting might be like Cyberpunk. I hope that technically it's not Cyberpunk, but I hope it's like, but it really seems like a Cyberpunk game. But I mean, damn, Final Fantasy VII Remake, they came out, they said that join us next week for around 10 minutes to celebrate 25 years of Final Fantasy. I mean, damn, bro, can a brother perhaps like do like a 25 minutes live stream at the very least? 10 minutes just gonna fly by just like that, bro. Like 10 minutes, I don't think that's gonna be enough dopamine, but only time will tell us for sure. But speaking of Modern Warfare 2, listen man, they dropped this gameplay yesterday, and I gotta keep a $150. Any the beningings, I was like, yeah, the gameplay is looking good, and the gameplay is looking good, okay? It is looking good, but you know what, we do not have like whole lot of like big dopamine moments, and 100% I wish there were more plot twist, and I wish that there was more of a tease for the bad guy, maybe a little bit of the plot detail, like a little bit of the story tease. There was none of that, but the shotgun that goes bang, that actually looks really nice to my console player eyes, so I gotta keep a $150. But Charlie Intel came out, they said that seeing some things about FOV slider, and some of you also added me in the situation, but that situation is not true. It's coming from a Capri Cap account, and by the looks of it, Charlie Intel got the wind off it, and they say that seeing some things about FOV slider for Modern Warfare 2 from certain accounts. I'll just repeat what I said before. sure Infinity Ward didn't comment on it, so I would wait for official details before believing anything. So yep, FOV slider is not confirmed. I know some of you might be looking like this, but that's a reality. That's a sad reality, but I personally do believe that it's gonna happen, right? But Warzone 2.0 will be an extension of Modern Warfare 2. Bold vision around the future of the franchise was said during the live stream as well. This was said by, I believe, by Johanna Ferris, and it seems like that it is true, because even Prestigious Key and a bunch of YouTubers that got to see the gameplay early and that got to play the game early, they're saying that there are a lot of mechanics in Modern Warfare 2 that are gonna be tied in with Warzone. It is as though they were not making Modern Warfare 2, they were just making Warzone 2, and Modern Warfare 2 was like an afterthought. That's kind of like the vibe I got. Basically, Warzone 2 is the reason Modern Warfare 2 exists. It might be the other way around, like Modern Warfare 2 exists and that's why Warzone exists, right? But the vibe they are getting, because they are seeing a lot of Warzone mechanics being in Modern Warfare 2 and vice versa. This might be a PogChamp edition, this might not be PogChamp edition. We gotta wait and see, okay? But also, I mean, damn, Activision now lets you connect your Steam profile to your Call of Duty Activision ID, confirming even further that this game is gonna be coming out on Steam. But a mobile phone number must be linked to your Steam account to play Modern Warfare 2. But there's also a Modern Warfare 3 remaster mod. If you want to know how you can play that, click on this video on the screen and I will see you right there.